Okay guys, hi again, it's me Cate. From Ottawa, I'm a diehard Sens fan. Don't ask me the rules, I know what icing is and that's it, and I like it when they fight. If none of this is usable because I'm too upset, I'll film a different intro where I don't trauma dump on you. I mean, some of you might not approve, but don't watch if you don't approve because I think I look good. Thank you. Full of caffeine, hopefully it'll kick in and I will see you shortly. Yeah, 613 Flea. I live there. Basically what happened is the guy said verbatim, I'm basically just a hot body to I don't look like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a janitor or something in a onesie. But with crew necks that fit up to here, I look like I'm being choked, and not in a good way. Is it the first time I've been reduced to the sum of my body parts by a man? No. Will it be the last? No. Am I surprised? No. So I can wear low cut things and it's not so porn starish and in your face. Oh my God, are we doing it? We're doing it. Oh my gosh, we're getting up. We're going to the bedroom. Not that I get my confidence from men, like, ew. I am straight, unfortunately. If I could change that, I really would. Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. I'm so glad you're here for my new in for spring wardrobe selection. And I know for some of you regularly scheduled programmers, you only like the hauls. So I'm gonna start with that at the beginning. And then for those of you who wanna stick around and get to know me a little bit better, we'll delve into the really bad date and what dating's like at 40 and being a sink, that TikTok calls us, which is a single income, no kids household, which is me. So yeah, let's get to it. So it's 1:30 in the morning that I'm filming this for you guys, so I apologize that the lighting is really bad. For you eagle-eyed viewers out there, you'll see that I'm trying to discreetly mask my dining room light that is so bright because I don't have a shade for it yet, with a Louis Vuitton scarf to diffuse it a little bit so that it doesn't blow out the scene. But I don't have enough daylight hours during the day to get everything done that I need to get done. So here we are, 1:30 a.m. I'm up, I'm energized. I want to talk to my community and I want to hang out with you guys so I don't feel lonely or all by myself or just bored. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hang out and we're going to talk about new in items for spring. So I've got some thrifted items here. I've got a sewing project that my mom and I did to redo a vintage shirt, so we'll get to that. I've got some vintage hockey wear that I picked up, and then I've also got some new in items from Aloe and Aritzia. So I'm gonna, do a haul, try on haul for you guys and talk you through why I picked up the bits that I did, what was missing, what was needed. And I'm gonna start with this Heartthrob Aloe set. So you've seen it before. I have had this set for I think this is year 2 or 3, but I've been losing weight. I've been on a weight loss journey, and I always say when I reference my Wegovy weight loss journey that I'll put a card here so you guys can go to those videos, and I'll link them down below. And then I forget because it takes so long to process and upload a video that by the time it's ready, I just want to hit publish so you guys can see it and I can share it. But this time I will work really hard to remember so you don't have to go to my page and filter through all my videos to find my weight loss journey. But anyways, this is what I look like now. I'm at my goal weight of 105. So what happened was the last place where I lost weight was my breasts. I was carrying everything here. I looked ridiculous because I had lost it in my hips, my thighs, my stomach, my arms, and then I had this giant chest that wouldn't disappear, and some people would love that. Not me. I don't like working with these under my chin all day. So I finally just trusted the process and down they came. But with that, I had to come in 2 inches on a bra size. So from 36 to, no, three bra sizes. So 36 around to 30, 32, depending on the brand. And these cups also, but the main issue is I'm small through here, so these straps are not adjustable. So they were not holding me in anymore. I was not locked and loaded when I was going on my walks. So I went from having a size medium in this top to an extra small. And now I'm locked and loaded. They still carry the line. I think it's a staple at Aloe, and it fits really great. The lining of the bottom with the white piping kind of makes me look like I have a bottom, even though I don't. Flat as a board. But anyways, because I loved it so much, I went to see if they had any more colorways. And they had this. I only saw it online because they only had the pink one in store, and I'm not really a pink girly, like unless I'm doing Barbiecore on purpose. But they had a picture of, it was called, I think, Dusty Blue or Frosty Blue. So I liked it in the picture, but then when I got it, it's really more gray than it is dusty blue, and gray can wash me out. So I'll show you guys this on. The girl also accidentally ordered me the crop. So it's an ankle crop. I don't hate it, but I have the long all the way to the ankle so I can keep my ankles warm in this weather. But I think it's fine. I'm not, you know, would I have ordered this? No. Do I want to go through the faff of returning it and getting the extra couple of inches on the bottom of the ankle? No. So we're going to put it on. I'll show you guys this colorway. Tell me if it reads blue or gray, if it washes me out, if I should return it, but I'm not going for pink. Like, it's too bubblegum and I'm too pale, and it's not me at all. So this was the new in piece. I kept the bottoms in the extra small. That's the other thing. I sized down to the double XS in the pants. So Aloe tends to fit a little large, I find. So I have the XS here, but I now have excess room. But that's okay because it doesn't push up any of my love handles or any fat or extra loose stomach skin. So I'm fine with that. But these I did size down to the double XS, so they might do that a little bit until they stretch out and break in. So I'll show you guys what the dusty blue, really misty gray looks like. Okay, so this is the set in the dusty blue or misty blue or frosty blue, I think it is. And you can see that because the pants are a size smaller, they're in the double XS, they fit lower on the abdomen, and so they show a little bit more skin. And if I'm not so comfortable with that, that's okay. I can throw tank tops over this and still go running, and that's fine. I don't have to have my skin out as much as I want. If I don't want, you know, people gawking at my cleavage, I can have a high neck tank top, and that's fine. But I'm gonna zoom out so you guys can see the crop of the pant, and you can tell me, I mean, it's at the ankle, it's not bad, but here, let me zoom out. Okay, that's as far as I can zoom out, so I think I'm gonna have to do a little classic Cate lift on camera. So it's to here. So I do wear like white ankle socks and then my my runners. So that would look kind of cute just having the ankles out. I just have to wait for a little bit warmer weather. March has been a tease, and we've had blizzards, snowstorms, and -20 temperatures again. So that's when I picked up this kind of shearling Aloe with quilted pockets. Maybe I'll zoom back in because I want you guys to be able to see. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, so this is the little shearling jacket. It's got quilting at the back, Sherpa sleeves, high neckline with quilting, so that if I get cold and the wind comes in when I'm running, I can zip it all the way up. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. I got an extra small in this one because I have a lot of oversized jackets, a lot of oversized quilted jackets. So let me just check. Yeah. So this, I'll show you with it all zipped up. So it's a little bit cropped, so it fits right on the hip, which is exactly where I want it because I want my legs to look a bit longer. And when I'm running, I don't want them to be restricted with fabric because I have that long teddy bear coat that I've worn all winter. It's been a godsend. It was from Winners for 120 bucks, and it was the perfect winter pickup. It was an impulse purchase that ended up being my warmest coat. The only thing missing was a hood because I don't love wearing beanies because it makes my hair staticky and flat. The thing is, because it's maxi to the ground, I have trouble, I trip when I walk in it and try to do my evening walks around the loop. This is perfect for that because I don't need a scarf, so there's not extra bulk. If I do get a bit warm, then I can put the neck down you know, and the pockets are nice and big, so they fit my phone, they fit some tissue, and they fit my hands if I'm not wearing any gloves because they're quilted on the inside too. So I'm very, very happy with this Aloe jacket in an XS, and I hope you guys like it too. So that's everything I got at Aloe. So now I'm going to show you the new in bits from Aritzia that I picked up. Especially now that I'm working remotely, I can live in jeans throughout the day and still feel a little bit more put together than living in my sweat fleece. So as much as I love the baby blue sweat fleece that I did get in the size down for this winter, we've got like a couple of really cute summer dresses that I'll put on for you guys. And then I obviously am not the same size I was a year ago, so I had to size down in some denim. Depending on some brands, I'm a 26, 25, or 24, depending on how tightly I want it to fit. So let's get into that. So this is the first new in for spring sundress that I got at Aritzia, and it's in the Admiral print. It's a mini dress. They also have it in a midi length, but I feel like that looks very Little House on the Prairie on me because I'm short. I'm 5'4". I also like my legs and I'm proud of them, and they're my favorite part of my body, and I want to show them off a bit more. And especially now that my breasts have shrunk, I don't feel so self-conscious because now I'm down to like an AB instead of like double F when I was at my biggest. So I can wear low cut things and it's not so porn starish and in your face. So I'm happy for that. It's got an elasticated band at the back to kind of hold you all together, and then a little bit of a dip, and it just fits really well. It's adjustable straps for the bust, so you can like make sure that you're locked and loaded and not gonna spill out. But I love this kind of nautical Admiral print, and I think it's just a perfect addition to my closet to running around doing groceries when it's humid and hot, if that ever gets here. Come on, May, June, July, August. We're rooting for you. So yeah, I just love this piece. I like blues on me. They bring out the blue in my eyes, and I've been going from sad girl beige in my home to adding color, as I've been going from sad girl beige in my closet to adding color. So in big expensive kind of statement pieces, I might stick with like a neutral, but for fun summer dresses, yeah, go for color. So this is my first fave, and I'll show you a neutral one next that's also going to be worn to death by me. So I don't remember the name of this dress, but the color is champagne, the material is satin, and it's lace lined. So it's a deep V, it's got lace at the hem as well. It's also lined, so it's not completely see-through, and I love it so much. I just think it's gorgeous. Does it look like a nightgown? Yes. Am I gonna wear it out and about anyways? Yes. Do I have a solution for that? Yes. I have a beige cardigan, I don't know where it is, I'll grab it, that I also got from Aritzia a year or two ago, and it's nice and long as the dress, and with, you know, fitted arms, and you can wear that into somewhere that's air conditioned, or if you want to cover up a little bit. But I think that this looks pretty great as it is. It's a little lower cut than I would be comfortable with, but I don't have much to show here, so not embarrassed. And it's got a lovely back. I find I don't need to wear a bra with it, and that's why it works for me, because you would be able to see it here, you'd be able to see it in the back, and that would just make me uncomfortable. So I'm so thrilled to be down to like a big A, small B, where I can kind of get away with not wearing a bra. I mean, some of you might not approve, but don't watch if you don't approve, because I think I look good. Thank you. So I'll find that cardigan and show you what it looks like put together. So this is the classic cardigan from Aritzia. They probably still have it. They had it in this beige and black, and I got both because I needed it for my office when I was working in an office. It was so freezing all winter, just freezing cold. I was by the door, and the door would open and the draft would come in. So I got this cardigan to cover just like everything. If I was wearing a blouse, it just was not warm enough. And so it ties in the back. So you can adjust it to be as open or as closed as you want, or you can tie it kind of like a bathrobe in the front. And so this makes it a little more daytime appropriate if you're going to a brunch or a lunch, something like that, a tea. And then if you're going on a date, you can take off the cardigan and it becomes a more sexy nighttime dress, but in a nice light summery color. So yeah, this is my new fave dress. Moving on to denim, I also got this belt, which I desperately needed because I feel like a good belt with like black leather and then gold hardware finishes off a look really well. And it's just kind of like jewelry for your clothes. And I'll show you what I mean when I put this denim forum outfit on. I really enjoy the Denim Forum brand at Aritzia because it's lower priced than like a Goldie or a Levi's or their other, citizens, because denim is denim to me. Like, I'll wear Zara denim as long as it looks good. But I got the pants, the 90s Iggy low rise, and I got the top so that it's the exact wash of denim for both, so I can have a perfect denim tuxedo outfit that I'll show you now, but it also can be broken up with a belt, so it's not just like, I don't look like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a janitor or something in a onesie. Like, it looks a little bit upscale compared to that. So I'll put this on for you. So this is the Denim Forum Canadian tuxedo outfit. I went oversized for the shirt just because it's more comfortable, more breezy. You can wear it off the shoulder if you want, which someone in my last video had a major problem with. I was wearing a camisole, that's the C word I was looking for. I was wearing my black camisole, which is not see-through at all, and then I had this off the shoulder. I'll cut to it, and she wrote a big rant that was really kind of mean-spirited about how they don't want to see me naked. My viewers don't want to see me naked, and they're interested in what I'm thrifting, but dress more conservatively. And I just don't take unsolicited advice. I do what I want on my channel, and I've always iterated that my community is a safe space where anyone can express comments like that, sure, and I won't delete them because anyone can say how they feel, but I don't care. It doesn't land. Like, I'm not gonna dress more conservatively because at Nelly1245 wants me to look more conservative for her viewing pleasure. I'm sure there's many Christian channels out there that you can watch where they're dressed like to the nines and show no skin, and if that makes you happy, I invite you to unsubscribe and go watch them. But here, I'm proud of my body. I've worked hard for it. I feel like I look the best flourishing at 40, so if I want to show it off, I'm going to, and if that offends you, click off. Thank you. That's the end that I will say. The last thing I'm going to say on this topic, and I hope I have the other support of you guys who can see that I have a nice clavicle, and showing that off in collarbone looks good because it's, I haven't seen this in 3 years, and it's nice to have that bone back to be able to show off and wear jewelry, but this is about the clothes. And you can see my belt here kind of just makes a line and delineates where the pants start and the shirt ends, and it's just a really good kind of disheveled but like put together at the same time fashion forward Canadian tuxedo denim look. So we love it, and we love that it's on a little darker wash because I'm over the light denim for a little bit until I get to the shorts. When I get to cut off shorts for summer, I always go with light denim, but we'll get there. We're almost there. I have this set of jeans actually that I did not get from Aritzia. These are Good American jeans by Khloe Kardashian. And in these, I would suggest you size down. These are a 24, so I'm a true 24 in the Denim Forum. So they fit, they have room, they're nice and, a good fit. These are a size 4/27 at Good American, and they're a tight fit. So I had to size up, and I did read in the comments that they were a tight fit and to size up. Trusted it, and they fit like a glove. But look at this. These are holes with diamante. So I have to put these on for you guys with some sort of top just to show you how awesome this is. And I think I'm gonna pair it with this new top this vest top that I got from Aritzia, because I'm gonna show you the Levi's next after the Good American jeans. And they just look really good with these jeans too. So I'll throw this on and BRB. So this is my next spring summer look, and I just think it's so fun. I hope you guys can see kind of the holes with the diamante. It's just really fun to have them shimmy shake. You will lose a few, they'll fall off, they'll get caught on things, but there's so many that it doesn't detract from the look. And then this is my kind of striped vest. Again, I can wear it with no bra because it has these little clasps, little buttons that kind of leave holes in the middle, and I don't want to see kind of like bra hardware as I'm looking for that. So I'm glad to be flat enough that I can pull it off without having to wear a bra. This is really cute at Aritzia. This again is good American. So Chloe really know how to make a good pair of jeans. I'm impressed. And yeah, so loving this outfit. But I wouldn't wear these together, I don't think. I just wanted to throw something on to show you the fun denim jeans, and they're a straight leg, kind of a boot cut, and they look great with heels. And so if you're going dancing, going out to dinner, they're a fun little embellished piece of clothing. But I think that these look better with just like wide leg, messy, oversized Levi's. I sized up to a 26 in my Levi's 501s. So I'm gonna throw these on and show you what I mean by just like relaxed, cool girl vibes. Yeah, so let's do that. So this is kind of more what I was talking about with how I wanna vibe for summer. It's like a 70s type vest, good navy and cream print. And then I've got the Levi's in an oversized 26 that just sit low. They're not gonna fall off my hips, but there's enough room in there that I can eat a hot dog at a barbecue and not wanna kill myself or unbutton my pants. And I can just, you know, they ride low, which I like. I'm usually accustomed to the high-waisted because it used to keep in my pooch, but now I don't have one, so I can wear low riders and it can look okay and be fine and be slouchy and be comfortable. And so this is my favorite look at the moment. If it was 25 degrees outside, this is what I'd be living in. So very happy with this. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, this vest I also thought would look really cute with like these, which are from last year. They're the Effortless shorts. They're a size 4. I'm a size 2 now, but again, like they're not gonna fall down off my hips, and I have that belt now too. So I just think this on top of the cream shorts would look really cute. So you know, lots of mix and matching I can do, and lots of bottoms, lots of tops. I needed more tops, so that's why we went with this. And I'll show you this top next, which is just like a cute little Aritzia varsity top that I got in a medium oversized as well, just to look cute with this denim. So we'll throw this on. So I absolutely love this look. I love the baby blueness of the tee. They had like a dark taupe. They have the baby pink that they're rocking as well. Big time for spring is the baby blue and the baby pink. Baby pink, not my color at all. Baby blue really is my color. It brings out my eyes. It's good for my skin, makes everything pop. So not only did I get this wet fleece set in the baby blue, but I got this varsity t-shirt in the baby blue as well. And I got it in a medium, just sized up. So it's more kind of slouchy and I can just be comfortable in it when it's hot. This is something like with the Levi's, I'd run out to the grocery store, I'd go to the farmer's market, I'd go to the flea market, I'd go thrifting. Like this is something I plan to live in and be more comfortable, especially if I don't want to get burnt or I have been burnt and I want to cover up and protect my skin a bit more. This is the perfect outfit for that. So yeah, I will show you this shirt with my every summer you need a pair of denim cutoffs. And so I got my denim forum ones because I didn't like how tightly the Levi's 501s fit in the thighs. I want a little bit looser and I want them to be distressed at the bottom, which is what I got. So I ended up getting the denim forum ones. They were the same price, so it didn't matter. But these I sized up to a 26 because I just want to throw them over bathing suit bottoms when I'm coming out of the lake or whatever, the pool. And I wanted light denim because again, like denim, light denim and light stuff for summer goes well together. So I'll show you guys these. So these are the Denim Forum light distressed shorts in a size 26. Again, I just sized up a bit so that I could have a little more room for tucking in shirts or, you know, kind of those oversized linen, like long linen shirts. I can tuck them in and use them as beach cover-ups, and they're nice and short. They cut me at the thigh where it still looks long, like it doesn't cut me right, you know, at a weird Bermuda length, which just does not work for me. It makes me look way shorter than I am. So I love these. Yeah, great. Every year I need denim shorts. But I have to admit, Khloe was not the only Kardashian that got to me this spring. Kim also influenced me with Skims. I got this Skims dress, and I know it's more from the winter line, but Holt Renfrew in Montreal was having a sale, and so I scored this dress only for 70 bucks, which is normally in the hundreds, and it's an XS. Yeah, in terms of a tight dress and a bodycon dress, I don't want it like painted on, so it's an XS. I'll put it on for you guys. I love the long sleeves. It's not lined though, so you do have to be kind of careful and wear good, you know, under coverage to make sure nothing shows off. But I wore this to a trade show with motorcycle boots this weekend, so I'm gonna throw that look on and you guys can see what you think of the Skims dress. And this is a staple she brings back every year, so you can find it again this fall, winter, I'm sure. So this is the black XS Skims long sleeve knit t-shirt dress. It's a nice length. It's a little bit mini, but again, I wear them with the motorcycle boots to cover up a little bit more. So there's just, you know, a foot and a half of skin showing and the rest is all covered up. The way I would style it is I would put gold chains upon gold chains and gold rings and gold earrings and just bling it out because it's a little simple, but that's what you want in a little black dress, is something simple that you can dress up, dress down, wear to any event. And it's really hit the mark for that, because I was at a trade show and I had a cardigan over it that had pockets so I could take people's business cards and had a place to put them. In the other side I had my business cards that I could then hand out, so it worked really well for that. The convention center was cold, so the cardigan was the black one from the beige one that I showed you guys, and it fit over it perfectly because it's a thin knit, so you don't feel bulky. And yeah, I just think it looks really great. It's a great dinner dress. Very happy with it. But I actually think that I'm gonna move on and show you guys some other pieces. I got this quilted jacket at Winners. It's Christian Lacroix. So I got it for 60 bucks, marked down from like a more expensive. Christian Lacroix is quite a famous designer in France, and I just wanted that spring quilted jacket look, so I'll throw this on with a white tank top and some jeans for you guys to show you that light summer breezy look that you just want to go out in and look cute. I also got this Ottawa Senators sweater that I got it for Christmas from my mom. It's from the 90s, it's vintage, and we got it at 613 Flea. I just think it's so cool. And yeah, so I'll throw that on and show you guys. I actually thrifted for $6.99 a real Gucci jacket. I looked it up online and it's real. So yeah, it has the logo all along the dark arms. It's cream on the front with a full zip. It's a long, covers the butt, has the big logo at the back, and then the black zipper with the black piping and ribbing. So this looks really good on. And at 613 Flea, I also got this Belstaff motorcycle jacket, which looks really cool. It's heavy though, so it has to be a little bit cool for me to want to wear it, because it would be really hot on a hot summer day. So this is definitely spring fall. And finally, my mom and I delved into a sewing project where I got, years ago, this vintage Harley Davidson crew neck t-shirt, and I'll insert pictures of just how boxy it fits. Like, I don't have a lot of room between my boobs and my chin, so if I wear crew necks like this, it's okay because I can wear necklaces and it shows there's a deeper scoop. But with crew necks that fit up to here, I look like I'm being choked, you know, and not in a good way. And so this fit like that. It was way too high. So we cut it all up and sewed it all up and just distressed it to make it like a Coachella vibe tank, and it looks really cool in the process. It was a fun project for my mom and I, so I'll throw that on for you guys. But first, let's try the Christian Lacroix jacket. So this is the Christian Lacroix jacket. It's all quilted with embroidered detail that I'll show you guys up close. It's got beautiful flowers in kind of a rusty red, green vines, and then a yellow ochre center. It's a cream quilting. I love it very much, and you're gonna find this like a funny statement, but I love how innocent this jacket is, because I normally dress like kind of a baddie, like motorcycle chick, and a lot of leather, a lot of like ripped distressed denim, but this is a very sweet jacket that I could wear to like Easter dinner, and my family would approve. So I find that to be a very funny element. I don't really know why I was drawn to it. It's not normally something I would pick, but I think it looks really cute and really good on me, and I, you know, maybe need something a little sweeter in my wardrobe, and I can pop this on for meetings if I'm out and about and on the road and meeting clients. And so yeah, I actually think it's really cute. It's cropped again, so it makes my legs look nice and long, and it's really warm and cozy, so but not too thick, but it is lined. And does it have pockets? It does have pockets in the front, so you can store a lip gloss or anything you need in there, a piece of gum. And I just think it's really cute. But yeah, let's get on to the other toppers. So my mom and I went to 613 Fleet around Christmas time, and there's a guy there named Thrift Sola. I'll put his Instagram on the screen, and he just hits all the thrifts. I think it's his full-time job, and he finds a lot of sports memorabilia and a lot of branded memorabilia, company memorabilia in clothing, and he just buys them, a lot of men's, but women's as well. And I found this for, you know, $100. It's a 90s like original Ottawa Senators hockey. Like, I'm from Ottawa, I'm a diehard Sens fan. Don't ask me the rules. I know what icing is, and that's it. And I like it when they fight. So that's all I know about hockey. And Heated Rivalry, I know that show, but it didn't teach me any more about hockey. I was always looking for an Alfredson jersey, but they're so expensive. He was my favorite captain. Everyone wants an Alfredson jersey, and everyone has an Alfredson jersey. So when I saw this, I thought, how unique. I've never seen anything like this. And it's from the 90s, and I probably won't see anything like this again. And it's way cheaper than a jersey. It's more cozy and comfortable than a jersey. It has the huge Sens logo and all the like, just, it's really, really cool. I love 90s fashion, 90s music, 90s makeup, 90s everything. So we talked him down from 100 to 80, and my mom got this for me for Christmas. So I'm really grateful, and it's my favorite sweatshirt. Now, if you know my other videos, I normally only thrift home decor, and so those are the sections I hit. I don't even go into the clothing sections of the thrift stores, because I have enough clothes, I get what I need. If there's a piece missing from my capsule wardrobe, I fill it from Aritzia or Aloe or something. I live in athleisure, and then cute stuff from Aritzia that I've shown you. I don't tend to be interested in thrifting clothes unless something really jumps out at me, and something really jumped out at me, and it was Gucci. How this even came to be was I was going through the home decor aisle to get to the book aisle, because sometimes I like to thrift coffee table books or art books or things like that, and I had to get through the clothing, and this was just hanging on a hanger at the end of an aisle, just there, Gucci, full on Gucci for $6.99. And I thought to myself, I have to try that on. So it's an oversized, it's actually plus size, but it's meant to be tight, and I don't like things tight. So it's a nice light spring jacket in the full Gucci logo with all the logos down the sleeve and the full big one on the back. I did look it up. It's genuine, it's real, and I'm so happy to have it. And I'm just going to be rocking it with denim or over leggings, especially the Aloe ones with the white piping, because the white will take out the black and the white piping from here, and that'll be a great like go to the gym or go on a walk and then just tie it around my waist as I'm walking. It'll look really cute. I know that Gucci's not meant to be activewear, but hey, for $6.99, I'm not afraid to beat it up a little bit and use it in the way that I like. So yeah, happy score. So at 613, there's this one guy who has this one booth specifically who specializes in leather jackets, leather boots, cowboy boots, motorcycle gear, and I've seen him for years. And I've always wanted one of his leather jackets, but they're always too big, they're men's, they're oversized, they're too heavy, they're too in poor shape, all that kind of stuff. But then again, just walking by, because I was looking at thrifted art and thrifted home decor at the Flea, I was not looking for a jacket, but this was on the end of his kind of aisle, and I saw it and it looked pretty tiny, so I thought I might be able to fit into that. So I put this on. Let me just put the little straps on. So yeah, not only that, it's red and black, which are my colors. It has these zips on the sleeve if you want to open them up and make them more aerodynamic. It came with all the padding that a real biker jacket does to protect you, but it made me look too bulky, and I'm not about to get on a motorcycle anytime soon. So I took it all out so it would just be a fashion jacket, but this is it. It's got like black flames on it, which I totally dig. So it looks good with denim. It'll also look good with leggings, but again, it's really warm, like thick leather. So I'll probably only be able to wear it April up till May, and then pick it up again in October, November. So yeah, really happy with this. It has a Velcro here, and then this belt here is Velcro, but you can fold it across like this if you want to wear it open. So that's what it looks like open. And I just think the fact that it's cropped and not oversized and doesn't drown me. I'm not into being drowned in clothes anymore because I drowned myself for years when I was big. And so I'm into more tighter fitting, show it off, but not in a slutty kind of way. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's an excellent score. I love the shoulders, padded, and looks really good. And again, did a good bargaining deal with the guy. And now I have this excellent fiery red and black leather jacket for the rest of my life. Really, really happy with this. Yeah, 613 Flea. I live there. This is the cut up, destroyed, re-sewn, distressed Harley Davidson t-shirt that my mom and I worked on a couple weekends ago. I'll insert pictures of what it looked like in its boxiness shape. I remember being in a Toronto vintage store and pressured to buy this because they were closing in 10 minutes, and they said, if you want something, get it now because we're closing the tills. It was 15 bucks, so I just said, fine, I'll take it. Brought it home, remembered crew necks don't look good on me, and just the boxy sleeves, it was all not cute. It was very, very nerdy for Harley Davidson, like not very cute. So I just looked up on Pinterest some ideas for how to like hack up your clothes, and obviously I would wear like a sports bra or a bandeau underneath this, not a beige bra, but it looks really cool with the aloe ones, that they look really good underneath. And yeah, so we just cropped it here. I'll cut to some footage of my mom and I working on it. I say us, but it was really her. She's the one that knows how to sew. So it was down to about here, and we hacked off like a foot, and then so made it cropped, but longer in the back. So we did kind of a graduated short to long. And then I opened up the armholes because again, I'm gonna throw this over bathing suits and use it as a cover up. And I just wanna be able to breathe. So we left the neck as is, so I can breathe through the armholes and the croppedness, but then keep everything intact up here so I can stack necklaces and things that I like to do. So that was a really fun project in ways that I like to spend quality time with my mom. But other than that, I did get 2 bags. I have a salt stained black nylon Herschel tote bag that I've been using for like 3 years. I got it at the Bay, RIP to the Bay. And it's just a black bag and the salt stains are white, so it's not cute anymore. I can't go on like ad meetings or any type of meetings with that type of a bag. So for winners, for a no-name, like branded, I don't even know what this is, it's Italian leather but not famous, with this gold hardware and this little clasp, and it opens up and it has like 2 big pockets in here that fit a laptop and fit paperwork, 8.5 by 11, and then a main pocket on the inside that you can put highlighters, pens, anything you need in. Business cards fit very nicely in the pockets as well. And I got this for 59 bucks plus tax. Like, it's the perfect work bag without having to get like Louis Vuitton to look fancy. So this looks nice. It looks professional. It's clean. It's a cognac color, and it was 60 bucks. So that's a steal of a deal. I'll use this as a work bag because it will get thrown around in the car. It will get thrown around on the bus. It's gonna get beat up, and so it's not a piece that's not gonna last forever. And if it's not gonna last forever, I'm not gonna invest that much money in. And when I do make those huge sales and want to treat myself in like a year, I will invest in a Louis Vuitton briefcase type of bag. But until then, this is beautiful and I love it. But I did invest in a second-hand Balenciaga bag to congratulate myself on the new job. And I know I've shown it kind of in outfits in other videos, but I don't know if I've actually walked you through it. So this is my mini Balenciaga Le City bag in black leather and in gold hardware. So I got this at Valamode in Ottawa, which is a secondary retailer for luxury goods. And I haven't actually met Dia, who owns it. I've worked with Grace on both of my purchases. I got a pair of Chloe boots, the snakeskin ones, if you remember them, a few years ago from there for a very good deal. And they're super comfortable. I wear them all the time. But this is, I love having this kind of little handle that I can throw over my wrist or carry like this, or it also has this shoulder protector in leather if you want to wear it as a crossbody, and then it's adjustable. So I have it so it hits me right at the hip. It can bounce and behave as you're walking along, and it looks really cool. I would say it fits just enough. It fits my phone, lip gloss, like my key wallet that has my cards in it and my keys to get into the apartment. Maybe a few tissues, but not much else. So if you're looking to fit like a lot in to go to a concert or something, it's not going to be the bag for that. But if I'm just running around town and, you know, getting groceries in a bigger reusable bag, I can use this as my side bag and my stylish bag to look cute while pulling out like my lip gloss or my wallet to pay for stuff that goes into a different type of bag. I am chilled cold to the bone under my fuzzy teddy bear coat on my couch with the heat up to like 26, pretending I'm in somewhere tropical, and I need the motivation to get to the closet and get to the bedroom, and my bed is covered in stuff, and just do it. So I downed a Starbucks like it was my job. Like, this is it. It's empty completely. It's a Trenta. So full of caffeine. Hopefully it'll kick in and I will see you shortly. I really want to perform and complete and shoot for you guys my complete wardrobe switchover from winter to spring, but that's a very onerous, large task. Here's the thing about closet switchover videos too, is that you also have to try stuff on to see if it still fits, if it's still your style, if you're still that girl, that woman, and you want to present yourself that way. Stick with me and I will eventually drag myself off this comfy couch and into the bedroom. Man, am I glad you guys are here tonight. So it's Saturday night and you might be asking yourself, Cate, why are you so done up and with your hair curled and makeup done and look so great on a Saturday night when you're just, you know, in your jams ready to shoot a video? And that is because I had a date set up for tonight and we were gonna go to the casino. I hate the casino and didn't want to go and don't know how to gamble and wouldn't gamble if I could, don't have any money. Anyway, I had a bad feeling I shouldn't go on the date, I don't know. And then the guy called and just to check in and make plans and connect timelines and all of that about where we're meeting and what time and where and when and all the things. And he left his phone on, like accidentally did not hang up, and I overheard him talking to either his dad or his friend saying some not so nice things about me. So I abruptly ended any bookings for that date now or in the future and went back to exactly what I originally wanted to do, which was hang out with you guys and shoot this video. There are 3 closets we have to go through. My coat closet, my dress closet, which is out yonder. Can I move my hand? Yonder! Yay! Because that's the only one. This one has a double rack, so I can't hang long things like long skirts or dresses in this one. So they all go in the one in the hallway. And then I have what's on my bed. I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm a little reeling and shell-shocked from what just happened, grateful that it didn't manifest and that my gut feeling was right. But anyway, we gotta take care of ourselves, ladies. So I'm going to put you guys on my tripod and just put it on a time lapse where I'm gonna put new in or stuff I don't know about on my rack. I pulled out my IKEA rack. That's all ready to go to help me organize. I'm just gonna pull out sweaters I know it's time to pack up. Like, I'm not going to get into cashmere in plus 12 degree weather. If none of this is usable because I'm too upset, I'll film a different intro where I don't trauma dump on you. How about that? Okay, let's go. Okay guys, hi again, it's me, Cate. I thought that I could distract myself or like positive affirmation myself through what happened earlier with the guy by myself, but I actually think it connects to bigger issues that I would like to talk through with you guys. So maybe you can fast forward through this part if you're not interested, but I thought if while I'm at least putting stuff on hangers and hanging them on my to be organized rack, I could get some thoughts out. Because basically what happened is the guy said verbatim, I'm basically just a hot body to fuck. And I am shocked, but at the same time, is it the first time I've been reduced to the sum of my body parts by a man? No. Will it be the last? No. Am I surprised? No. Thanks to TikTok, I think, there's a whole new world out there of women of every age deciding not to date or to date under different conditions, to raise their standards and not accept the bare minimum from men, because we don't want to mother or baby these men who have not been properly raised or who just won't raise themselves up. But I identify as something TikTok calls a sink, like the kitchen sink, SINK, and it means single income, no kids. So I am 40, I'm gonna be 41 this month. I never wanted kids. Like, I can't remember a time where I ever wanted kids or wanted to be pregnant or wanted a baby. I pictured, like, when I was a teenager, my wedding, like, look through wedding magazines when your mom's at the drugstore and you're like, oh, that lace one's nice or that bustier's nice. You picture yourself in a nice wedding dress, but I didn't picture a groom or the marriage. It was more the fashion of it, because I'm really into fashion and dresses and things like that. But as I got older, things got more complicated and difficult, as they do as you age. But I grew up in the time of the nuclear family, when the whole, like, you didn't really have a choice. It was, this is what you did. There wasn't any other option. Fine, you could go to university, which I did. I went to 2 universities. Went to London, London, Ontario, not England, to go to Western for archaeology because I wanted to be the next Lara Croft. And then I went to journalism school at Carleton University in Ottawa, which is my hometown where I live now. And that's the career that I focused on, was the journalism. However, I haven't dated that much. So I haven't got all that much experience to like proffer all these big ideas or what have you. But I have read a lot, studied a lot, watched my members of my family go through a lot. I've watched my, one of my cousins dated a lot in her teens and 20s, and I kind of just learned through her. And everyone now in my life is either married or in a long-term committed relationship. Online on TikTok is where I get most of my community information from, because I don't have anybody in my life who lives the way that I do. They all question why I live this way. I remember being in my 20s and I was backpacking around Europe by myself in my early 20s. And I remember my grandfather, I was talking to him because I was checking in and assuring him everything was fine. And he said, why can't you just come home and marry a nice farmer? Basically, he was worried for me, worried about me, as I'm sure any parent or parental figure would be of their child who was traveling alone, especially a woman. I assured him I was fine, went about my trip, but I've known since then that I don't fit the mold of my family. He's basically the only man who's never disappointed me in my life. Every other man I've ever known or met or crossed paths with has let me down in some way, shape, or form, as they do, because they're just, yeah. I have 10 cousins on my mother's side, and they are all married with kids, but I'm the only one who has stuck out of this mold, and no one's ever been able to understand it. At one Thanksgiving, one aunt even asked me when I was in my 20s if I was gay, because I never brought anyone around, even if I was dating, I just always kept that on lockdown, very private, because I find it embarrassing just to be under a microscope. And if your family, like mine, is judgmental and gossips, I don't want to be fodder for that gossip mill. So I just never brought anyone around, which made them question my sexuality. I am straight, unfortunately. If I could change that, I really, really would, because as catty as women can be, men are just the worst. And I've seen the worst of men, I've experienced the worst of men, and I just don't think I can really have the faith that I can just end up with one anymore. I'm good. I'm not lonely ever on my own. I'm always, fine. I do my stuff, I do my content creation, I have my magazine work, I have all kinds of things that I do, I have my hobbies, and I lead a very full life. I have lots of friends that I check in with and I go and do things with when I want to, but I don't feel like anything is missing romantically. And I don't know if that's sad or just I don't have that gene or that hormone or whatever it is that activates that part of me, but I don't want it. Tonight is just a reminder, every now and again, I'll meet a guy at a party or a get together or something, or work or however, and I'll consider being friends with them. But do I really believe that men and women can be just friends? No. And this was another situation where I had just met him at a mutual friend's house, maybe a week or two ago, and we've just been texting. And he classified me to this friend that way, just a sum of my body parts, and that he liked to look at. So those texts, obviously, he didn't get to know me or care to get to know me or anything. How am I trying to wrap this up? Because this is a very convoluted conversation and I don't even know where my head's at with it. But basically, what do I think? Okay. I have seen so much male abandonment of relationships and of children. I've seen so much cheating. Like when I was doing internships in Toronto that were unpaid, I had to bartend at night to make rent, make ends meet. I would be serving a table of a husband and wife, and he would slip me his card, like credit card, to pay with his phone number, saying like, text me later when the wife's asleep or something. Like really gross stuff that I've seen. And I've just seen that now since I was, when did I hit puberty? Probably around 13. So 24 years. So for 25 years of seeing schmucky men behaving schmucky and not seeing examples of very good men behaving well, I just don't have a reason. Like if they don't add value to my life, I'm fine without one. Like I see, like my cousins, they still come to me and like chat about their lives and talk, like they'll bitch about their husbands, and I'll be like, yeah, I would never put up with that. I don't know why you do. Like it makes no sense to me. So, and it actually doesn't. Like it makes no sense to me. And I just think it's a matter of being comfortable with yourself. I've never had that sense of not being able to take care of myself or to feel like I needed to have other people around to not feel lonely. That's just something I'm missing, and I know that that's strange, that not a lot of people feel that way. So I will stop yapping on about this topic, but I just want to know, like, are any of you out there like sinks, I don't love this acronym, sinks, it doesn't sound great, but single income, no kids, like choosing not to date, choosing not to have children, not in a selfish way, but in a way that it's never been your turn. So now you're putting yourself and your wellness first. Like I'm doing that as well. I'm reading all the books and in therapy and healing all the traumas so that I'm the best version of myself. I already, and for 10 years, have practiced gratitude, and it has rewired my brain and decreased all the anxiety that I used to have. I don't always have a good day going, but I start with gratitude always. First thing, wake up, gratitude journaling. I am grateful for, and I fill a whole page, even if it's my cat or the sunny day today and it's not grim and cloudy. Just simple things to complex things, and that really does change your perspective and put you in a good mood when you do that. But I don't know, like what's the next step? I see these women online also who are banding together to create, either two best friends will go in and buy a house together and redo it and work on it together. And so that is a dual income, being able to afford a house, and it's just two female best friends instead of a nuclear man woman cisgendered marriage. Or I'll see like communities of women being built where they have 7 friends who buy houses all in the same block and they're all living together communally or something like that. I don't know, just all these different ways of living now that some people who believe in the boomer way of life might find odd, but now that we're more in an open-minded world and atmosphere, they're open to more ideas and ways of living, especially in the economy with everything being so expensive. We have to, like, it takes a village. So some people actually join a village or create their own village and become a village. And I'd love to join somebody's village. So if you're out there looking for a single income, no kids, pretty strong, badass babe bitch to join your community, I'm available. I just think the options are now endless, whereas when I was 18, it was very pressured and expected to marry young, have kids young, do the nuclear family thing, white picket fence thing, and just be a giver to the point where you had nothing left. And I suffered from that, and I'm thriving now not being a part of that, but I don't have anyone else in my life who is also like me. I have to go out and find those women on TikTok or on Instagram. If you're like me, or you have thoughts like this, or you have questions about stuff like this, drop comments below, because I think we need to find each other, because I don't have any interest in the old way of life or marriage at all, even if I did meet someone who I was head over heels with, I would believe that it was limerence, not love. I don't even believe in love. Like, don't get me started on that. So, okay, I'm gonna now put you back on a time lapse while I pull out all of my sweaters and fold them up, because that's boring and I'm tired of boring you and myself with this topic of conversation. So these are all the sweaters I have folded up and are going to be packed away for the winter. I even have a box already going where I had packed up my Christmas sweaters. You can see I have 3 Valentine's Day ones there that I didn't get to wear because I had laryngitis and was sick for Valentine's Day this year. And in this box, I also found this Christmas blanket, but I don't think that I'm gonna mix decor and clothing. So I'm going to get these all packed up. All right guys, as you can see, the rail is empty, so the time has come to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching my new in for spring items and my winter to spring wardrobe closet switchover. I hope it wasn't too much of a faff me dragging on about that bad date and kind of where I stand in the dating world. If you have any comments or like have taken feminism and dating into your own hands and have your own different version of what the nuclear family was and it looks different to you now, please drop your tips, because I'm, you know, just muddling through and working it out as I go, and would love to hear how you're doing it as well, because I think it's a whole new world and there's no defined way of living that we're stuck to anymore in terms of societal norms. So yeah, stay tuned for my next video next week, and I will see you guys then. Bye.